Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go. It's the Danny Brown Show. Sit back, relax, you already know why you make studios. It's the Danny Brown Show. We about to get live. Let's go.
Yo, 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 what's up, dog? It's the Danny Brown Show coming to y'all live from YMH Studios here in beautiful Austin, Texas. I got the booth boys with me. And I got booth girl. We gotta keep it generous. I got my booth girl with me. How y'all doing in there?
Great, Danny.
Doing good.
Living.
Yeah, man. It's a rainy day today, you know, but it's gonna be like 90 and shit next week, man. So I ain't really ready for that. Oh, I got Chris Distefano in the house, man. How you doing, brother?
Good. I feel good. Hello. It is rainy, but it did not mess my hair up.
Yeah, I had to go to the fucking barbershop this morning, man.
I like your hair like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, blondes have more fun.
You are, dude. I like it, man.
I had to fucking wake up early as hell just to go get my fucking haircut because this motherfucker, you know, I got a Mexican descent, Latino, whatever, fuck. I don't know, man.
You're Mexican?
I know, my barber is.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He was like, man, it's Cinco de Mayo this weekend, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to you.
Oh, shit.
So I had to get to him a little early, man. I fucking leave for Europe next week, man. So I'm like, fuck.
Really? You go to Europe? What countries?
Just pretty much all around Europe. I started in Oslo.
Oh, shit.
And then,
they got blonde hair out there?
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking blonde hair and fucking they like fucking Vikings around that motherfucker.
I know,
man.
dude.
I've been there a few times. But yeah, I'm pretty much just touring Europe. But I actually go to Italy for my first time.
Oh, sick.
So I'm kind of excited about.
Are you doing shows out there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Where's the show in Italy? Rome?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Good for you, man. I like that. You just let it come to you, man.
Yeah.
You're not preoccupied. Like you don't know where you're supposed to be every second of the day. That's living free.
Yeah, I mean, I just know Italy. But my last show's in Paris, so.
Oh,
I just be trying to just get through it, man, at this point. I was just out for like 6 weeks, came back here for 2 weeks, then go back to Europe and go to Europe and shit.
You like being on the road?
I've no, a lot more since I've been sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I used to drink a lot and shit, it was really hard. But I was making it harder on myself because I'd be fucking hungover all the fucking time and fucking gotta get myself right for a show. But now it's just like it's kind of like now I kind of enjoy going to do shit.
Yeah.
Before I didn't used to do shit.
When I go on the road, I like to get to the city, and then no matter what, I look for if they have a double-decker bus tour.
Oh,
and
shit.
I always get on that double-decker like a tourist, and I just love it.
The only thing I'm kind of pissed about is that fucking, you know, we deep in the playoffs now.
Right.
And fucking,
Yeah, but who's your team? You're from Detroit.
Yeah, but I'm a basketball guy in general.
Yeah.
I just love basketball in general, so and it's been like one of the best playoffs I've seen in a long ass fucking time.
So
man.
you're upset that you don't think you'll be able to watch the playoffs in Europe?
You got to get up early and shit, or like I don't know how the time difference works sometimes, but yeah, it'd be kind of weird, man. I remember we was in Australia. We used to have to fucking wake up at like 8 in the morning and shit just to go to the casino to watch the games. And shit. So yeah, man. So you're a big basketball guy, right?
Dude, I love basketball. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh shit.
You know, I don't know when this episode's coming out, but as of now, the Knicks are up 3-2 against the Sixers.
Yeah, that last game was a heartbreaker.
They should have won that game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that they're playing tonight in Philadelphia. They'll win tonight.
It's over if they win tonight, though,
If you win tonight, because if they lose tonight and it comes back to Saturday, Game 7, that's going to be a problem. And I kind of feel bad. It kind of affects not me personally, but Andrew Schultz, who's a good friend of ours, who we're all supportive of, New York comic. He's doing Madison Square Garden, and he has a show Friday and Saturday. So if the Knicks lose tonight, his show's going to get bumped because the Knicks game is Saturday.
That's crazy.
So I'm kind of hoping that they win so he can have his show.
I've just been happy how competitive it's been, you know. Like, it's been a couple blowouts here and there, but for the most part, it's just been to even up the score of the series. But yeah, it's been like so many buzzer beaters or coming down to like the last 2 minutes, you know, those little mistakes and shit.
Right.
So
Do you gamble on the games?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Been doing pretty good this year. It's been going pretty good this year.
I love it. When you're trying to talk to me about the essence of the game, I'm like, you're gambling on it. I know what you're doing.
That's why he's like, Detroit's not in it. I mean, Detroit had a horrible season this year, man, but
they'll be all right, though.
They're young. It's young. And
they're young.
And Monty Williams, he just got to get himself together, man. So, but hopefully, you know.
Yes.
But sports betting has become very dangerous to this country.
That my father was a big gambling addict, and told me that that's the only thing that I wasn't allowed to do, that he wouldn't give me any rules in life, but he's like, you cannot get into sports betting and gambling because I have that. He was like, me as your father has that addiction. I ruined my life, divorced your mother because of all this stuff. He's like, so do not promise me you will not gamble on sports. So I never did, but I will raw dog a prostitute. So I gamble in other ways.
Yeah. Gambling with your life. God
Gambling with
damn
my
it.
life, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the sports betting thing is because I find myself betting on shit I don't know nothing about, fucking cricket.
Yeah.
Whatever the numbers is on me, man. I'll be like, fuck it, let's go. But I won most of my money betting on games, like video games.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you bet on video games?
Like CSGO. I mean, you bet on how many kills a certain person gonna get.
Really?
How many headshots. It's just shit like that. You can bet on Call of Duty.
Interesting.
So yeah, I win most of my money doing that.
Do you think that with all this legal access to gambling and weed, that things are just not going to go well 10 years from now? Do you think?
I think the weed thing is better because I mean, I was locked up a year for selling weed.
Right.
So just decriminalizing it.
Locked up for a year in was that a county prison?
Yeah,
a
county jail, which is the worst.
Worse than federal jail.
Yeah, because you ain't got shit.
Right.
Like you just in that motherfucker, man.
So did you just learn how to? Did you have a cellmate you just have to shit in front of?
Yeah.
And you just dealt with it.
I mean, we had like dorms. It's more sort of like a dormitory, and then you got rules, motherfucker. When we locked down, you get locked down at the 10 p.m. and then you can't get back out to 6 a.m. Like there ain't no shitting after, so you better get it all out.
Get it all out.
Lock it down. Yeah. So you just tell your nigga gotta hold up, man. I gotta drop one. You gotta
I have a stomach virus.
Yeah.
So now you feel like you will never go back to prison again.
I never say never to anything. So, but with God's me standing here knocking on wood, but it's definitely I've learned my lesson.
You don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Because I feel like sometimes I've had a couple of family members do some time, and the ones who keep getting locked up, they're not scared of the losing their freedom. Like
no,
the prison
I'm scared.
doesn't.
I'm terrified.
You don't want to go through that again.
That's a big reason for me becoming sober because I just had that talk with myself. Like, what is the one thing that can possibly get me thrown back in jail? And it was me, being fucked up, just wilding out and shit.
Right.
So yeah, like I don't take no risk. Do nothing. I live like I'm in jail.
Right.
I lock down at 10 p.m. I ain't nothing else outside for me after that.
Yeah.
Like that shit is horrible, man.
What prison were you in?
Wayne County Jail in Detroit.
Really
downtown where you were talking about.
Out. See, downtown. See, it's nice.
Yeah, I mean, shit, it's nothing worse. That was the year the fucking Tigers won the World Series too.
Damn.
I remember just staring out at my little window, seeing the fireworks go off. Like, oh.
So what was that? 2006?
Yeah, 2006, 7 maybe.
Oh wow. Okay, so you've been out of jail for almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
So and you haven't went back.
Fuck no.
So you're not gonna go back.
I mean, to me, rehab was kind of like jail.
Right.
But it wasn't. That was damn near like going to college, and I don't know going to college.
Did you have to get into any fights and stuff?
In rehab?
In jail? No, in jail.
I would say close calls. A lot of close calls.
But if you just keep your head down and don't say anything, you could stay out of trouble in jail.
I was always funny,
right?
Kind of too. So people always gravitated to me being silly and shit. And I knew how to rap,
right?
And that's like one of the biggest things. Like if you can rap in jail, like you like instant entertainment for niggas. So they like, hold up, man, bust some bars for me, man.
They like that.
Yeah, they like that shit.
So they don't want to fuck you. They don't want. But you saw guys get fucked up.
Hell yeah. But I did. I used to get into a lot of trouble because I worked in the registry. I had a trustee job, and one of my main jobs was to pass sandwiches out in the morning when motherfuckers is going to court.
Right.
And motherfuckers, and that's a hard deal because you got to think a motherfucker going to court, they don't know what the fuck about to happen with them. They don't know. So everybody's coming down there with an attitude, and you giving them one bologna sandwich and a milk or one little packet of cereal and some milk and shit. And the guards will tell you, like, don't get nobody no extra shit, no nothing. You get some extra shit, you'll get fired. Like, and you want to keep that job. It's one of the best jobs to have in jail.
Right.
So motherfuckers always try to test you all the time, trying to steal shit from you or punk you out of the shit. So every day I almost got into a fight.
Really?
Yeah. So my biggest thing, I would just find like the biggest motherfucker on my floor and be like, hold up, you want to come down and work with me? Yeah. And he was like my bodyguard and shit. So I would just do that.
That's smart. It's a lot of the jail economy people don't know about.
Yeah, that shit sucked though, man.
Yeah,
because they look at honestly, like giving a person an extra cereal, it will risk my job, and I don't want to get because you'll have to go to Waterworld, and Waterworld is where you fucking wash dishes at, and that shit was like imagine washing 12,000 trays every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So you leave back, you come back to your fucking floor, you wet as fuck, smelling like mildew and shit. You only get so many pairs of fucking clothes changes you can change. So when you work in registry, you can chill, smoke cigarettes and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, because what would happen is, you pretty much an intake. So like people would come and whatever they got on them, they would throw in the garbage, and it was up to me to take out the garbage. So they might find a person with a pack of cigarettes on them, they throw them in the garbage, I steal the cigarettes out the garbage.
Wow.
And I'm the one that's in control of all the cigarettes on the whole
Right.
jail, because usually motherfuckers that work that job, they would take the cigarettes, break them down, and sell them to other prisoners. Not me.
Right.
I smoked them all. I was like, fuck that. So it was a drought when I was in that motherfucker. They hated my ass.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah,
man. So yeah, we'll hop into some of these ex-Dannys, man. You always hit me up at Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. That's Danny@theDannyBrownShow.com. First up, we got Cummy Farts.
Ask Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Danny, I have a problem. Almost every time I bust a nut, I let out a loud fart, and theirs usually kind of flappy sounding. Luckily, they don't stink too much, but it definitely makes me self-conscious. I don't mind when I'm jerking it solo, but it can be something really embarrassing when I'm with my lady, to the point where I sometimes dread doing the deed. Have you ever had this happen? Any advice on how to deal with it? Thanks for the tunes. Shouts out to Fart Man. I think you just got a loose booty hole.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of connected.
It's all connected, and I don't think having a loose booty hole should, make you feel less of a man. Because sometimes I let out really wet, wild farts, and my girl will accuse me of being gay because she says that asshole is too loose to make it sound like that. But I want to make it clear that, I just don't do enough Kegels, but I'm not, I don't think that he should be in his head about that. And I think also, man, farting is just... It's just a part of it, dude.
Yeah. He must be letting out some crazy loads though to bust a fart while you dropping them.
That is nuts. I wonder if he ever farts cum.
It sounds like he does.
Goes backwards.
It sounds like he does. It sounds like he has before.
Yeah.
All right, man. But yeah, I don't know why you wanted me to know about that, man.
Yeah, it's kind of wild, but
yeah. What can I help? How can I help with that, man?
I mean, yeah, more power to you.
But I guess that would be embarrassing if that was a kind of a thing,
Yeah, I mean, well, it would be, but in the but then you think about it, it's like what we accept is weird, right? Like she would get upset that her guy is farting while they're having sex, but then also she'll let him come on her face.
Yeah. I mean,
so isn't that crazier?
Yeah, especially if she's too close to that asshole. If you dropping loads on her face.
Exactly, dude. Yeah. If you don't want that's the last thing you want. You don't want to get ass cum on your face.
But I guess the most important thing that he said is that he has a girl.
Which is important.
So yeah, because she used to that. So I mean, if you was out here fucking bitches, like getting one night stands every night and that kind of shit.
Yeah, at least you got with the same woman, you're safe.
Yeah, I don't think they gonna be repeat offenders.
Nah.
So all right,
I agree.
1 in 5 Americans have learn a new language on their bucket list. If that's you, make 2024 the year you finally check it off the list with Babbel. Be a better you this year with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that actually works. Don't pay hundreds of dollars for private tutors or waste hours on apps that don't really help you speak the language. Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are handcrafted by over 200 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in little as 3 weeks. One thing I love about Babbel is how much time you can burn while actually learning something. Especially when I'm on long flights, I get Babbel on, man, and it helps me learn. So please check it out, man. It's really great. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners. Right now, get up to 60% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/Danny Brown. Get up to 60% off at babbel.com/Danny Brown, spelled BABBEL.com/Danny Brown. Rules and restrictions may apply. We're this close to crowning an NBA champ, and with the action heating up on the court, it's even hotter at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. And DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered every step of the way, with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, so much more. Don't miss out as the NBA postseason winds down. It's super easy to get started with DraftKings if you're a first-timer. Try betting on something like a team to win. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your bet. It's that simple. This year, the NBA Finals have been crazy. I've been locked into every game, and one thing that makes it a lot more entertaining is winning money while having a great time watching a game with your homies. So if you're new to DraftKings, you got to check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code DannyB. That's code DannyB for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Next up, we got Mama Loves Her Family. Yo, Danny. My mom is dating her second cousin. She's older, so I know it's harder to find someone. She seems really happy, and I want her to be happy. But does she really need to date her cousin? Dudes look like my grandmother, and she seems a little retarded. My siblings and I tease her about it sometimes, and it makes her cry. We don't want her to cry, but how can I talk to her about this shit? Should we shut up and let our mom be happy, or shame her into a breakup? Anonymous. This sounds like something in West Virginia.
Right.
But yeah, the whole incest thing is because you have special babies.
Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't knowingly. Here's what I'll say. I couldn't knowingly bang my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But if I found out in the midst of a relationship that this girl was somehow my cousin, it wouldn't bother me that much.
I mean, second cousin is pretty close to the bloodline, though, right?
You would know it's second cousin when it's like, oh, we're both going to a family barbecue, and then it's our family's barbecue.
Like third cousin is kind of a little more.
Yeah, third cousin. Fourth cousin is like,
it's
who cares?
It's kind of a game, yeah. It's kind of a game.
Yeah, I mean, so banging your cousin, it is, it's strange, but I wonder if it's just one of those things that's just like, it's not as acceptable today, but back in the day, people don't give a shit because there was just less people.
I think that was like a thing, especially like in like, small towns in the South.
Well, in the Hasidic Jewish community where I live in Brooklyn, Williamsburg, the Hasidic Jewish community, they get a lot of birth defects because they don't even, they're so close to the gene pool that they don't even know who's cousin and who's not, and they have babies with birth defects all the time.
My thing is if it's like a cousin you grew up with versus like, everybody got family like in other cities and shit. You don't know the motherfuckers, and it's kind of like, a third cousin from like Louisiana or something.
Yeah.
She be thick as hell or something. You gonna look at her different. I ain't grow up with you. So I don't know, man. But I'm going to just go with, it depends on the region and where you come from and how, because, I mean, certain places that's normalized. But if y'all motherfuckers in Brooklyn, then yeah, man, you need to be shamed.
Yeah, you need to be shamed. Yeah, I'll say this. It can't happen in your time zone.
Yeah.
If she lives in your time zone, you can't do it.
So yeah, but no, it's all bad though, because you don't want. I mean, but they old. They ain't about to have no kids. So
well, that's another point. Is if we're talking about you're in your 50s and 60s, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Bang your first cousin. At this point, what's the difference? Everybody, all your moms and dads are probably dead anyway. Who's gonna really shame you? Half your family's dead.
Bang your first cousin sounds crazy, man. That just sounds crazy.
I'm just saying, at a certain age, what's the difference?
Oh shit! All right, man. Next up, we got Where's the Love? Hey, Danny, I've been in a relationship for a little over 3 years, and I truly love my girlfriend, but for the past 2 years, I've been unhappy. She's gotten so busy with work in her life, it feels like she doesn't love, or she got so busy with work in her life that she lost love for me. I brought it up before, and she always assures me that she does love me, but honestly, I don't feel it. My question is, should I keep trying in a relationship, or should I put the nail in the coffin and end it? Thanks so much, love. Thanks so much. Piss on me, beat me. All right, Sebas.
That's it. So that's actually mine. I wrote that. And it feels like this guy is in that situation where he knows it's over. He could feel it's over. Once the girl disconnects, my friend, you're never getting it back. It's over.
Yeah.
Okay? I feel like a guy can connect and disconnect because, you think about sex, you're in the moment, like I feel like a guy can cheat and it can be forgivable. Mm-hmm. But a woman, it's not that a woman's not forgivable. It's just when a woman cheats, it's really over. It's an emotional thing. She's connected to someone else. And I feel like this guy knows that his wife or his girlfriend, she's probably falling in love with someone else.
Yeah.
You know what he should do? Bang his second cousin.
But yeah, that's definitely true. Once a woman lost interest, it's kind of like, I mean, he didn't say if they had kids or something like that, because I think that's the one thing that keeps people together sometimes.
That is the only thing sometimes.
But but yeah, I mean, once you start to feel it, it's kind of, it's like I guess that's like a men intuition. In some sense,
because I knew I was in a relationship once, and I was telling my friends for months, I was like, it's over, she's going to dump me, whatever. And then, but you're not really believing it, but you're saying it. And then when she actually dumped me and I was like heartbroken, those same friends, I was like, I didn't see this coming. Did you? Mm-hmm. And they were like, dude, you were telling us every day for 6 months that she was going to dump you. So you knew, you just weren't accepting it. So I feel like that's what this guy kind of already knows, that it's over. He probably did something to fuck up and he won't tell us.
I mean, he made it seem like she's just working too much.
Too much.
Which could be a thing, but she probably hitting somebody on them business trips.
Exactly. I was going to say, yeah.
That's one of those things too, man. So, but I mean, I'm praying for you, brother, because I know how hard it is.
Listen, I pray for you.
I know how hard that could be, man. I've been through some grueling breakups, and that shit change you, man.
I know. I feel like, do you feel though now you're at a point in your life where, and this is probably not good, but I'm like, I won't allow myself to get so close to anyone anymore where I don't want to ever get my heart broken again by a woman. So I'm like, you know, by the way, I have a full family. So if my girl ever heard this, she'd be like, what are you talking about? I'm in a fully committed relationship with a full family, and I'm saying I don't get close to people because I'm just scared. I don't want to get my heart broken again.
Yeah, I was definitely a piece of shit for like 20 years just because the girl cheated on me in high school.
Yeah.
Doing women wrong in my 30s because of something happened when I was 16. Like, fuck all you bitches.
Yeah. Well, now, because I used to be a piece of shit too because I would like, you know, be like, oh, you know, I would always think about in the moment, right? When I was with a girl, I would always think about, oh, in the moment, I'd be like, oh, even if I'm cheating or whatever, it's like, oh, it's quick. You know, she won't say anything. I won't say anything, blah, blah, blah. But then you forget about, like, it's not about what you do in the moment. It's about all the time after. Now you got to carry the guilt, what you did. So now that's what prevents me from cheating now is like, I don't want to live with myself every day knowing that I did that. So I just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's better that way.
It's just hard.
It is
so
hard.
Fucking hard. It's just too much work to be putting in to be fucking doing. That's like,
I know, dude. I went to a yoga class yesterday, and a hot girl from the yoga class liked one of my photos, and I was like, I want to marry her. I want to leave my family and move here. And then I was like, all she did was like my photo. But all that was, and I was like, I'm in. I was about to tell my family I'm never coming home.
Yeah. Oh,
so that's how we are. That's how our brains are. But then whatever, you go home, you jerk off, and you forget about it.
Yeah, that is the savior of lives.
That's always what my dad said. He said, go home and whack it. If after you whack it, you still feel that way, then you can message the girl. But 99% of the time, you get the poison out, and then you're done.
Get the poison out.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, next up we got fear of sexy blood. What's up, Danny? I'm terrified of blood, but my girlfriend has been on my ass about not having sex when she's on her period. We're going to try it out once, but I couldn't get my soldier to stand at attention knowing what I was getting into. She keeps saying shit about me being a weirdo / pussy for being scared and it's starting to piss me off. I know some dudes love period sex, but I'm not one of those scumbags. Should I drop her? Or if you got another option, let me know. Best AB. No, it's not no reason to drop a bitch. I mean, everybody gotta, you know, you gotta part the Red Sea every now and then, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's a good way to put it. Dude, you're my Moses. That is, yeah, because, I mean, what are you going to do, dude? What are you going to find a girl who's not on her period? What do you want to date a woman in her 70s?
Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with this. Now, listen, you deal with a little blood, so what? But see, my girl doesn't want to have sex when she's on her period. She just won't. So that's what he's saying. This girl wants to have sex.
Some girls get super horny when they on their period and shit.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a thing. That motherfucker stay wet.
Interesting.
So they ain't got no control of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have no problem with it, but it's just the cleanup for me. I just don't. It's just too much going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, you're in a hotel room, paint the town red.
Exactly.
You know, but when I'm in the crib, man, it's like, I don't got time.
You guys could put on
shit,
like, you could put on like a hazmat suit and just cut a hole in it.
Yeah, but for the most part, I mean,
dude,
there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's a part of human life.
That's not a reason. That's not a reason to break up with someone, I'll say.
Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, I mean, but some people people got like weird blood fetishes and shit where it's like I can't see blood. Like they'll pass out.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying I'm turned on by blood coming out of your pussy, but it's not like a thing I'm looking forward to. But if you got to do it, I mean, honestly, what's worse? Like, what's worse? Me having sex and dealing with a little bit of her blood, or her going down on me with my disgusting fucking balls? You know what I mean, dude? I mean, sometimes I'm like, I can't believe she's down there. What the fuck are you doing?
It's all on the day, too. I mean, like, first day period is like...
First day period's wild.
It's wild. It's insane.
That's kind of nuts.
It looked like a murder. It looked like a murder happened. You know what I'm saying? But like when, you know, just spots.
Yeah.
When you get to the spotting stages, that don't really count, man. So you can hit that. You know what I'm
yeah.
But yeah, that's just me personally. It's just clean up. And even though I don't even wash the fucking sheets in my house, but it's just
who washes them?
Yeah, my girl.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But it's just like I don't want to be. I mean, you got to put a towel down that night and all that.
Fuck
just,
that.
You know, we'll fuck a hotel room up though.
Right.
You know?
Now, is your girlfriend black, white, Latina?
White.
Yes. Because I sometimes I figured you had I thought you had a white girlfriend because I feel like black girlfriends wouldn't want the bleach blonde hair and the black fingernails.
I mean, some alternative black chicks out here
Yeah.
that fuck with the boy. But yeah, I guess you hit it on the nose.
I feel like, yeah, black and Latino women, to me, they're a lot easier to deal with. My girlfriend's Puerto Rican. They're a lot more, because they're more old school. They're more old school. Definitely. They want like a guy to be a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not changing tires.
Yeah, they don't want. Yeah. Like,
I don't know how to do no manual labor.
See, and that's white women. White women don't give a shit. They're like, be you, be free, spiritual. Where like, Puerto Rican girls, man, like, because
I gotta know how to fight,
dude. Exactly, and she's a lefty.
They'll dump your ass. You get beat up. Like, hold up, man.
Yeah. Dude, because like I literally pay for everything, pay for their house. The kids go to the best schools, but because I don't know how to build anything, my girl thinks I'm gay.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
No, you're totally right, though.
Yeah.
You're totally right. All right, man, we're jumping to some of these music questions, man. Are there any artists or songs that people might be shocked that you listen to?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I like I don't know, shocked, but I mean, my favorite singer of all time is Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I listen to Whitney Houston the most. I think she's the most talented musician that's ever existed.
I mean, when she did the national anthem, that right there was
amazing.
That was the proof. I feel like the national anthem is like the street ball. It's like they stunned on the other singers and shit.
Yeah.
Like, can you hit it like this?
Yes, that's.
I don't think nobody beat her since.
No, dude, that's what I was playing in my headphones when I stormed the Capitol.
Oh, shit.
Her version of it. And I like her. I like this band. The 1975.
Yeah,
I love them. That's my favorite band. I love their music. And then I would say Whitney Houston is one. The 1975 is two. I love them. And then I love Kanye West.
Really?
I'm a big fan of just his music. I've never ever, for me, your talent has always been about, a person's talent has always been about their talent. I don't care what they're doing extracurricularly, it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm listening to your song.
So you like the last few albums he's put out?
The
Jesus one? You like the Jesus shit?
I did only because here's the thing though. Music at such a different level than I do. You hear things that I don't hear.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm a very kind of baseline consumer of music. So I just hear Kanye and I'm in. Same thing like with comedy, right? Like you're an expert in music, you know it. With comedy, like there's comedians that like, my friends will like, and I'm like, they're hacks. I know that their shit is bullshit, but they don't know comedy like I know comedy. So that's what I am with music. I'm like a hack. I don't really know. I just hear Kanye and I like his songs. I never, even like when people dissect the albums and stuff, I never, I don't know what's going on.
So you consider yourself to be like a casual listener?
I'm a casual listener.
Somebody just put music on in their car.
And I like it.
But you're never seeking out.
No.
You're never seeking out
Like
music.
I just found, and I know he's a big star already, but like I just started listening to that guy, Teddy Swims.
Huh?
Teddy, is that his name, Teddy Swims? Yes. He's got new songs out that I found, and I'm like, oh, I really like this guy. I think you've seen it before, right? Danny's definitely seen it. This
Teddy
guy.
Swims. No. I'm not hip to Teddy Swims.
He's got a great voice, and I like him.
He looks cool.
He looks cool as shit. Is he an Austin guy or a Nashville guy? I feel like that's what everybody's.
Oh, it's some country shit?
Yeah, but it's not The Door. That song, The Door, is good.
So how you feel about Kanye? He went on his whole Jesus journey. And now he's doing porn.
Is he doing porn?
Yeah, he got Yeezy Porn Studios now. It's like a new thing.
I kind of think he's a mixed bag, is what I call him. He's you don't really know what side he's on, and that's kind of interesting to me. I think Kanye's just being Kanye, and he's doing whatever he wants whenever he wants, which will probably eventually, blow up in his face, and things might end badly for him. But for right now, I don't know. I kind of am just.
I mean, he's a genius. Everything
he is, right?
I got the Yeezy Pods.
There you go.
10 out of 10. They are one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever fucking worn in my life. So, shouts out to the Yeezy Pods, man.
Shout him out.
Yeah.
I just I don't know, and I guess I don't know all his music, but when I hear Kanye, I listen. When I watched his documentary on Netflix, I was fascinated by him basically documenting everything years before people started doing that. I think he's a visionary and, like you said, a genius. And I think what that's going to come with is him being a little wild off stage.
They say that's all geniuses are crazy.
You can't.
In some sense.
For me, here's my thing. Here's one thing, and here's what I told my family, because sometimes I say wild shit on stage. I'm like, my thing is, you gotta be with every part of me. If you're with me, then you're with me with everything. And that's how I feel about Kanye. I'm just with him. I like his shit, and I know that he says wild things, but I'm like, if I made a decision, I can't just be with him over here and not over there. It's like, if you're going to commit to somebody, commit to somebody. I am not married, and I have a fear of commitment.
All right, man. So what band or artist do you think is underrated?
Band or artist that I think is underrated. I think that, you know who I think is underrated, dude? NSYNC.
NSYNC was dope.
Yeah, but people talk shit about them, that they were like...
I like NSYNC better than the Backstreet Boys.
Yes,
for sure.
yeah, me too. So NSYNC to me is one of the best bands I've ever heard. I like 90% of their songs I listen to. 90%, and I still to this day will, if I'm in the gym or if I need to go like an extra, 0.3 miles to get my run in, I'll put on Tearing Up My Heart, I Want You Back. I'll put on some old school NSYNC bangers.
I mean, I feel like they were like the most, like as far as like white boy bands, they was like the
number
most
one.
urban. Like they was still like from that like Jackson 5 lineage kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They made songs that rocked in the hood and the suburbs.
Now let me ask you this. Is this a gay thing that I do? When I'm listening to bands like this, really any music, when I'm listening to the song, I envision myself singing the song as the band to a crowd. Is that weird and gay?
I wouldn't say that's gay. That's just like a...
Do people do that? Do you do that?
I've never done that. I mean, the most I did was I used to listen to Wu-Tang and make my action figures rap it.
That's right.
That's pretty gay.
But you're never thinking about, you're never envisioning yourself to be like Method Man out there singing the song.
No, I never know. Because I always thought I always knew I was going to kind of rap kind of shit. So
right.
It was always kind of like, I couldn't wait till I got my shot, Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I always think that. Like I've envisioned myself as Justin Timberlake singing to Japanese teenagers many times in my life.
They do have a thing where they say like, all basketball players want to be rappers and rappers want to be basketball players kind of shit. Because I would definitely give up all my rapping talent right now just to be able to dunk.
Yes.
But do you think that's what it is too? You just kind of wish.
Well,
if you could pick your talent, would you have chose doing music over comedy?
1,000%. I wouldn't even have to think about it, because here's the reason: is comedy, right? I do comedy. I love doing comedy. But once you start to sell tickets, you want to come back to a city time after time, there's pressure, because I always got to come with new shit. Where musicians...
You sing that same song for 20 years.
Basically, you sing, all they want to hear is your closers. So I got 3 comedy specials. So I got 3 closers that have been on TV. So those would be 3 big songs. Like already right there, I could sing. I can't use those jokes anymore. No. If I use those jokes in a new set, people be like, I heard that shit already. Or you're just not... Where musicians, it's like, no, you're expected when you go to watch the musician, you want to hear the songs you know.
Yeah, they don't
want to hear any new shit.
Yeah, they don't want to hear no new shit.
So to me, that seems like that would be I wouldn't be as nervous, I think, because I'd be like, I know what I'm doing. I got a good show here. I got good songs that people love. Just sing them, they'll love you. Where with comedy, it's like, yeah, maybe you like my last shit, but this new shit that I'm doing, you might hate it.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
I feel constantly that I would have much rather just been a musician.
Yeah, because when you like doing music, and like when you out there playing and like, hold up, I'm gonna play some new shit for y'all. The whole vibe of the crowd just literally changed.
Dude, one time I was in a thing in Colorado. There was like this festival, and Vanilla Ice was there, and Vanilla Ice came out, right, and people going nuts. And he did Ice Ice Baby, right? And people went crazy. And then he was like, whatever he said. He was like, here's one of my new joints from my new album. People started, booing, right? And then he started singing it, and it was whack. And and then people were like booing, like loud booing, where he stopped. He goes, yo, go cut it. He goes, what? You guys really just want me to do Ice Ice Baby again? And then they were like, yeah!
Hell yeah!
And then he played it 2 more times in a row and left. And we were everyone said he killed.
That was a nice guy of him.
Yeah.
He could have just ended it there, like, fuck it, I'm out of here,
He did it twice more. And he said, when he did it the 3rd time, he said, this is the last time I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This is the last time.
You know how humble you got to be to do that?
Yeah.
Like, to play some new shit, and they be like, no, this some bullshit. Play that other shit. You're like, fuck it, all right, I'll play that shit. Yeah, I respect that shit,
Well, because
too.
then I looked him up, man. After that, he's got crazy money from, I think it's... car collections or real estate. He's got a crazy real estate business. He does something to make money where he buys all, no, it's not that. It's 800,000 per year was like, that's just off his rap. I forgot he's got like this business that like he makes so much money. I think it's real estate. No.
I know he do. I know he got like a some type of TV show. I think I've seen him on.
No, wasn't it? It's something. My friend
20
Brian.
million. Goddamn. But
yeah, dude. It's. How does he make his money? Like, maybe it's not real estate. I'm an asshole.
Yeah,
it's probably somebody else.
Because I remember they said Suge Knight hung him over the balcony and made him sign his publishing over.
You think that was true?
Hell yeah.
Right.
He admitted it.
Yeah.
He talked about it. He admitted it.
Right.
But damn, that's actually dope. Whoever
Is Suge Knight still alive or he died?
He in prison.
He's in prison.
He actually has a podcast now, which is great.
In prison?
Yeah.
So they allow you to do that?
I mean, he do it on a phone call. He do like a phone call, and he's just whatever new topic or whatever's going on. He always got something to say about it. I literally just was listening to him on the way over here talking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
What was his take on it?
He was just saying that Kendrick should probably chill out on how you talking about how Drake shouldn't say nigga, and he's still light skinned and the police wouldn't care. He was like,
is that what Kendrick's saying?
Yeah,
that
Kendrick said Drake can't say nigga no more.
Interesting. How do you feel about what about when Puerto Ricans say it? Is that a problem for you?
My whole thing is like I think it's just any minority. Like when you came up in the hood with us. Because like I say, I had a friend named Chinese Mike who was actually Chinese. I know people hear that in the song, think I'm joking, but no, it was a friend. I had a friend named Chinese Mike, and his whole family was Chinese, but they grew up right in the hood with us, and he would say nigga all the time. Nobody ever blinked an eye.
Yeah, because he's. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but I think
not if he was white though.
Yes, that's what I think. Now, if he was white in the hood with us, niggas would have beat him up. But I think if you just any minority and you grew up with us and been that and lived that lifestyle, because I think it's more of a lifestyle than an actual word.
Yeah, I don't think when people say it like that, they mean any derogatory. They don't mean it in a bad way if they're non-black saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think because no one ever Mike, that nigga's a nigga to me.
100%. Where's Chinese Mike now?
I think he in jail.
Yes.
Real nigga shit. All right. So what'd you listen to when you was growing up?
When I was growing up, I would listen to Ace of Base.
Oh shit, I saw the signs.
Yeah, I saw the sign. I liked Ace of Base. They were dope. Whitney Houston, like I said. Jay-Z was huge when I was a kid, and he was like he was coming out with everything.
A kid though, Jay-Z started in '96. You was like,
I was 12.
You were 12 in '96.
I'm 1984. When are you born?
81.
Oh shit! Look at us. So I was that. I would say, who else did I really listen to? You know what, man? I would listen to when my grandfather was alive. Connie Francis, old school 1950s singer.
Oh shit!
Some Frank Sinatra. Connie Francis, she had a great song, "Lipstick on My Collar," and I would listen to that. Who else? Oh, well, of course, Wu-Tang. You know who I listen to a lot? Remember Donnell Jones?
Yeah,
Donnell Jones. I loved his music. Aaliyah.
Okay,
I like SWV.
So you was a '90s R&B guy.
I literally have if you looked at my playlist, you would think it was a playlist for a 16-year-old black girl from 1997. That's
That music
is
so nostalgic to me because that was like school dances.
Yeah,
so it does give you like a warm fuzzy for me.
Yeah, like when I hear like SWV playing and those types of songs, it puts me back for some reason. I'm always putting myself back into the summers of 90s New York, like the late 90s, early 2000s, before 9/11 New York. That music, that time, I don't know if maybe it's just nostalgia because I was a teenager, I didn't have any responsibilities and whatever, but I always get transported back to that when I listen to that music.
Especially like Aaliyah, because Aaliyah was like huge when I was in high school.
So you go back to 90s Detroit.
Yeah. I just like you say, school dances. And Detroit was weird, man, because we used to actually have like nightclubs for high schoolers on the weekend. Every weekend it was like
a teen night,
which was really some creepy like groomer shit because they were thrown by grown men,
right?
And they would let all the like cute 16-year-old girls in for free. If it was really fucked up. Now that I'm grown and I'm thinking about it, but yeah, you can go. It was at least like 3 different clubs we can go to on the weekend.
Interesting,
and it was crazy. Like they'd be in there. What?
Yeah, dude, I remember where I was when I found out Aaliyah died. I was going on my way to a basketball game. My father pulled over because I wanted to get a Snapple. I'll never forget, I wanted a peach Snapple iced tea. And then
old school, 90s shit for real.
Yeah, drinking a peach Snapple before a basketball game. And then I got in the car and he had the radio on. And then it was like, breaking news, Aaliyah dies in a plane crash. And I was like, Dad, I don't even think I can play this game. He was like, what are you talking about? Did you know her? I was like, no, she's my favorite. I was like, she's my favorite singer. He was like, your favorite singer is a girl? I was like, yeah, she died. And he was like, you're going to that fucking game. No, he made me play.
That Aaliyah shit was super sad.
She was so beautiful. Like, it's insane.
I mean,
20 years old, man. Or was she 20 even?
When she died?
Died 20 years ago, does it say? She died on my birthday, too, August 26th. I remember that. August 25th,
she was only 22.
Yeah.
Damn,
man.
Fuck, man. I mean,
And they were saying that, what's the thing that like the plane wasn't supposed to take? It was like a Kobe Bryant situation, right? Where
it was
like
too much cargo.
They were telling them not to go and they went anyway.
It was
type
too
thing.
much cargo or some shit.
Damn.
Because they were shooting a video, I believe. And
Rock the Boat.
Yeah,
I love that song.
That's the video they were shooting.
Rock the Boat?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And it was just, that definitely was super sad, man. Because, Aaliyah is originally from Detroit.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was like a New York girl.
No,
but she came
Detroit.
up in New York?
She just left Detroit, so once R. Kelly got a hold to her.
Yeah. R. Kelly's another guy. Does he have
crazy.
a podcast?
I mean, he always chiming in here and there. But all right, man. But yeah, that time was so crazy because remember they made the album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number?
Oh, sure.
And he wrote the entire album. It's just about how she's cool with fucking older. Like he just kind of like manipulated. But if you look at that album cover, it's like one of the creepiest fucking album covers ever because she's on there and he's just in the background.
Dude.
Just like standing there.
It's wild that the things that we just accepted like 20, 30 years ago, like that.
Oh, yeah, it ain't gonna fly today.
Nobody cared. But I mean, I wonder like how much crazier can it get? Like you think like we're making cardinal sins right now that 20 years ago, and they're like, remember when those motherfuckers used to say that?
I think in some sense shit has gotten better.
Right.
Because of like social media. Because I remember being in high school, it always was like the hot senior or whatever. She'll have some old 40-year-old man picking her up from school in the fucking Benz or some shit. And that shit was just like normal shit. You couldn't do that shit now.
You cannot do that. No.
So, yeah, shouts out. All right.
Shout it out.
We got a freestyle. All right, let's watch the freestyle. We'll spin the wheel and get up out of here, man.
Sure
All right.
do.
Let me hear you bust a freestyle.
Thank you so much for coming through, man. I don't know what this freestyle is about to be about, but
So wait, so what's going to happen right
yo,
now?
we watch people rap.
I'm
Okay.
taking a shit.
Oh.
Listen. I said hip hip hooray. I'm at the Chick-fil-A and made my ass so dirty so I hit the bidet. That tramadol, I'm tripping nuts. Shoe boxes full of them Swisher Gus. I'm sipping on that Dixie cup. She sniffing on that Pixie dust. Said pop Molly for the fuck of it. Got money like Republicans. Got a buxom broad that'll guzzle dick and she'll love the cock but I don't love the bitch and I'll pass that to the next homie. Stainless, not a speck on me. Go ham you bitches is baloney. Might thank you hot but don't bet on it. Matrix, bitch, reloaded. Bass, bitch, face explode while you sweating on that eighth you holding. I push your weight like my scale is broken. Ain't nothing y'all could do about it. I push powder and move mountains. My living room got 2 fountains, 10 penthouses, but who's counting? Check.
He's being funny, too. I don't know if y'all get that, but he's kind of doing a fucking impersonation of me. In my earlier days of rapping, I used to kind of rap like that, man. But that was kind of spot on. That was pretty funny. But, man, you got too much time on your hand taking shit, busting freestyles, sending videos to Wild Mates, man. So
Yeah. I mean, have you ever had a freestyle guy or person send something in that was like truly dope? Where you're like, we got to find this person?
Hell yeah. We had one prostitute bitch one time. She talking about breaking tricks and shit. I love that. I tried to find her, man. I was trying to give her a record deal, man.
Yeah, but
She's like, fuck that. I'm trapping on the block. She was like, I'm still,
they make money out there.
I can't lead a life alone.
Yeah, prostitution makes money. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best thing, but it does make money. I don't think it's illegal anymore. Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Prostitution's fully illegal?
Yes, man.
I thought that was decriminalized.
Because pimps been getting hit hard since the sex trafficking shit.
Oh, that's you know what it is?
like-
Mushrooms are decriminalized in Oregon, not prostitution.
Yeah, prostitution is because they ain't, especially here like Houston. They saying Houston got like one of the highest sex trafficking shit, and that's all it is that pimps is finding girls from like small towns and shit and bringing them up and grooming them, putting them out in track and shit, and then now they get crazy. They pimps been getting hit hard now. Like
Well, that's good then.
the type of fucking charges you'll get for pimping now is like
You'll get
you might
20
as well
years.
fucking murder somebody type
Right.
shit. Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, it's definitely illegal. But you can go to some places, man, like fucking, and you can just see it. It's still like the fucking old school, like bitches out everywhere, like Figaro and L.A. and shit, or like
Really?
in Seattle. It's crazy too.
Seattle?
Yes, it's crazy.
Interesting.
They got their own little traps. You be like, what the fuck? Bitches out there asshole naked, man. That shit is like crazy to me, man.
Asshole naked's a nice description. I like that.
All right, Nevada's the only place.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yes. In Reno. They have legal prostitution.
Yeah, I think just Nevada, because they got the brothels and shit and all that. That's why I look at any bitch different when they tell me they moved to Nevada. Like, hold up, bitch, what you doing?
Yeah.
I live in Vegas now. Oh, you selling pussy. All right, let's spin the wheel. We'll get up out of here, man. Thank you so much for coming too, man. It's great to talk to you, man.
You too. All right.
All right, let's see
spin
what we
it.
got going on. Bruce Springsteen. I think you would know more about Bruce Springsteen than I would.
Believe it or not, man, I don't know much about him other than I know he's from New Jersey, born in the USA.
Yeah, that's all I know is born in the USA.
Born in the USA. I'm not a Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a fan of. I love Bruce Springsteen. I just don't know too much of his music.
Does Bruce Springsteen still play shows?
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Then shout out Bruce Springsteen.
Shout him out. Shout out Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, that's all I know is born in the USA. And but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have enough. Damn, at 74, still kicking ass. I told you that's the dream for me, man. To be fucking 74, still busting bars and shit.
Right.
Be up there freestyle. I don't know if that may be a thing that you can't rap when you get a certain age.
Right.
Like you can't just be able to physically do it.
Right.
Like it's singing, holding notes and shit like that. But
who's the oldest rapper still going?
The oldest
that you can think
rapper?
of, like somebody who's like good, who's like on tour that like just raps.
Nas.
Nas is still out there, and he's in his 50s
He's
now,
in his
right?
50, yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Nas just turned 50, I think.
Would you say, as a music guy, Nas is the best? Who's the rapper's rapper? Like who would people say that's the best rapper of all time?
MF Doom.
Okay.
As far as like rapper,
yeah.
Like I think all other rappers would be like, yeah, Doom better than me. So I would say MF Doom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does he go out and rap still?
He did.
Oh, he's dead.
Rest in peace.
How'd he die?
I forgot. It was like some.
And he's British?
I mean, he was born. He's from New York. You remember Third Base?
No.
KMD? Yeah.
No. See that's the thing. Yeah,
he had a rare type disease type shit.
Got it, because it's so inside rap that he wasn't even like mainstream at all.
I mean, he was. He started off. Third Base was like the white rap group from like what they from? I mean, they was from New York, but he was in the group under them as KMD. But then his brother got killed. Oh, and then once his brother died, it's actually a great story, man. And he literally became like the villain of rap.
Interesting.
Like he wore that mask and he literally Daniel Dumao. Can't hate on another Daniel, you know that.
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, so he became like the villain of rap, and he just would like every album is fucking amazing, man. But
MF Doom.
All right. Yeah, I feel like you say rapper.
Yeah, because like a comic like may not be the one who sells the most tickets, but like a Dave Attell would be like, oh well, as comedians, we're like that's what comedy is what Dave Attell and Colin Quinn and those guys do.
Yeah, I would think it would be MF Doom.
Okay,
but to me, like Nas is my favorite rapper. That I grew up listening to. But I still know Doom is better than Nas. Right. Kind of shit. But I think Nas would tell you fucking Doom is better than him though.
Interesting. You know? So most rappers are be like MF Doom was the best. Yeah. What was it? Just his flow? Like
he broke every rule you can fucking defy in rap. And it was just so much deep lore with how he made songs and shit. Like he would have fucking samples that talked about the song, like the whole concept. He never wrote hooks. It would be just like 50 bars straight.
Wow.
And it's like you can hear it, but if you read it, it was more like poetry. It was really like just so deep poetry, man. Like you couldn't
his
understand.
brain was different for sure.
So different. Yeah. So different. But he was like really a student of rap. He remembered from it when it started to where it was at, you know? So
that's dope.
And he released so many albums, man. Like it was always like it was damn near like, man, when the MF Doom album dropped, it was like nothing else was going on for the week.
Interesting.
Like you're literally just sitting there just studying that shit.
See, it's amazing because like I'm alive and I've never even heard of him. Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it is something crazy, especially like any old school hip hop head, like, man, crazy. Like Live from Planet X, that was his live album. That's like one of my favorite live albums I ever heard.
Right.
But yeah, and then every album he created a new character. Like Venomous villain, Bob villain. He wrote an album from the perspective of being like a Godzilla monster. That's Take Me to Your Leader.
Wow. Wow.
Food was a whole record that was just pretty much using food as like the concepts, but it was talking about real shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it was crazy. It was just so much deep. Like Born Like This was actually what's the fucking name of that fucking author, man? God damn it. All right, man. It's going too far. All right, man.
All right. MF Doom.
Man. But yeah, if you ever want to, I mean, his most popular album is Mad Villain.
Okay.
That he made with MF Doom. I mean, not with Mad Lib. So that's like super classic. So yeah, if you ever get some free time,
I'm gonna listen to
and
it.
just want to hear some crazy like off the wall bars and shit. Check
That's
out
it, MF
fucking
Doom.
So yeah, man, we get up
All right.
out here. You got some shit you want to plug?
Yeah, ChrisDComedy.com. I'll also be in Europe in June. I got shows in Amsterdam, Belfast, Liverpool, London, Glasgow. So come through, ChrisDComedy.com. And then I got shows with Sam Morrill in Atlantic City, co-headlining. And yeah, man, thank you.
All right, thank y'all, man. Love y'all motherfuckers, man. See you same time, same channel. We out.